And welcome back to SportstownChicago.com's coverage of the President's Day Volleyball Challenge here at the Great Lakes Center in Aurora. Alex LaCicero along with Joe Freddo. It's 17s. It's the afternoon. Day one, court one, game number 3 of 6 on the day at this level. We've seen some great volleyball so far, and we're going to see some more great volleyball. Asics Kiva, the number 1 seeded team here in the tournament, back on court 1. As we are getting set to get underway, they are taking on local hometown heroes, the IPV team, who just played. So, Joe, which situation would you rather be in? Kiva having sat the last hour, or IPV having played and lost 10 minutes ago?
I would rather be fresh. I wouldn't want to be waiting. I'd rather, definitely would rather be have the game a shorter amount of time.
Well, with that, we'll see how IPV handles it. It is always hard to go back to back, but better to do it when you're young than when you're our age. As play now resuming, IPV with the first serve. As McClendon going into the block and the roof out of the gates. First point goes to IPV. Rachel Baylor with that one, 1-0 IPV on top. Which goes to show maybe sometimes being a little loose from that first one will get you out of the gates. Going down, getting the quick kill for Asics Kiva, number 10, Caitlin Lilly. She had some firepower on that one. We are knotted up at 1. Back to serve now, McClendon. Taking her time back there. Asics Kiva out of Louisville area. Got to figure that a lot of these players either play for or against Assumption High School, one of the top teams perennially or annually in the country at the high school level. 2-1 your score as Asics back on top. As McClendon going back to serve yet again. Hop serve sends it on over, played by IPV. As sending it cross court, getting the kill and tying things at 2 is Jennifer Hewitt with the kill. IPV showing some tenacity here in the early going. Back to serve now, number 26. Zoe Weber. Weber set serve, sends it on over. Set now down. Kill. Number 33, Ashley Askin with the kill. 3-2. Just the eyeball test. Asics Kiva, a lot more firepower out of the gates.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. Agree there, 100%.
The ace there goes to McClendon. Mayo getting her first ace of the game. 4-2 is your score. Or excuse me, not that was Lauren Tawiller. As we're going to redo this, ball comes bouncing on the courts. Can't play volleyball with 2, only 1. As Tawiller will go back and serve yet again from the far corner. Sets serve into the net. And that's the one thing that you don't like to see about a stoppage. She had a great serve, but then it was killed because of another ball coming onto the court. Then when you redo it, you have the mistake. It is part of the game, but it's a tough break.
Yeah.
4-3, Asics up by 1. And a serve receive mistake by Askin. And just like that, we are knotted up at 4. IPV hanging very tough in this first set of Game 3. Coming up, just to let you know, Team Uno will be back on the court with Pro Style. That's a 16-17. It doesn't get more even than that. McClendon trying to go cross court, sends it out of bounds. IPV on top now by 1 at 5-4. Just kind of looking at some of the other seating here. It's interesting to see. We don't really get to see courts 3 through 8 during day 1, and so it's always hard to tell to see who's really turning heads on day 1. Day 2, day 3, these are what they call the winners brackets or the winner courts, where the top seeds that keep winning and advancing go to courts 1 and 2 at both the 18s and 17s. 6-4 though, IPV able to get another point and keep a 2-point advantage. McClendon up to Lucas, going down, going out is number 8. Caitlin Lilly unable to get that one down. Asics down 3 at 7-4. Set serve on over the net by Baylor. Lucas sets up, slide spike. Kill goes to number 25, Gabrielle Greenwald. As Asics down 2 now, 5-7. Back to serve, number 17, Kaylin Grimes. Dribbles the ball a few times. Hop serve, sends it on over the net. Set up at the net, going over, getting the kill. Number 82, Alexandra Peltier. As it is 8-5. Hewitt back to serve for IPV. Set serve, sends it on over, played by O'Connell. Up at the nets, and Lucas is going to get the kill on the tip off the second hit. Not quite a true dump, but definitely a misdirect, and 8-6 is your score. As we are waiting for, I believe, a substitution.
Takes a lot of endurance to play this game. I got to give them credit. They play this for so long. Fantastic.
That they do. Just looking over on court number 2. They are in the third set in the second game as they just switch sides. 9-6 is your score. IPV getting another point as going back to serve is number 28, Allison Clark. Clark sets serve on over the net. Played by Asics, and Lucas is going to lose the joust, but it goes out of bounds. So a heads-up play by Lucas not to go up and touch the ball again. It goes out of bounds, and Asics with the point. 9-7, trailing by 2 here in the early going. Back to serve the libero O'Connell. Set serve, sends it on over the net. Clark to Weber. Weber cross court with the kill. 10-7, IPV up by 3, showing some confidence that we didn't see here in their previous 2 sets against Team Uno.
That's a strong spike there. Great technique.
As the libero set serve, sends it on over. Return by Team Asics. McClendon cross court down. She hit with that one.
Wow.
That one was hit so fast that IPV was stuck looking at each other after the ball hit the ground already.
With authority.
There's nothing you can, when the ball's coming that fast, there's really not much you can do. If you don't see it, it's too late. 8-10, Asics trails by 2. Back to serve for Team Asics is number 1, Jessica Lucas. Good dig down low, trying to go cross court. It's kept alive by Lucas. Set now to the far side. Lily goes cross court. Lily gets the kill. 9-10, Team Asics trails by 1. As back to serve again is number 1, Lucas. Hop serve, sends it on over the net, played by Clark. Back set, trying to go over, but it does not clear the net, is Gilmore. Points going to go to Asics. We are knotted up at 10 in the first set here on SportsTownChicago.com. Lucas, hop serve, sends it on over the net. Played by Clark. Weber going to send it into the tape of the net. Drops down on their side. Asics back on top by 1, 11-10. Timeout taken by IPV. This timeout is brought to you by the Great Lakes Center, the host of this wonderful President's Day tournament. If you don't have a chance to see this facility, go online to GreatLakesCenter.com. Take a look at all the photos. This tremendous facility, 8 full volleyball courts. They have camps, clinics, a full weight room, training facility, a pro shop, and they're expanding soon. All that can be found on GreatLakesCenter.com for more information. We'll be back here in actually a couple months. We got the Junior National Championship Classic here. We also got the Collegiate Challenge. Last year we called 12 of the top colleges from across the country here. Teams like Marquette, Valparaiso. We also called Creighton, I believe, Nebraska. We called then we called some teams that you don't get to see every day. We got Notre Dame here. Last year we also got Louisville. We had Michigan State, and I keep thinking West Virginia was another one. I believe we had someone from the West Coast, and it's escaping me. But it's a great time. You should check it out. All that can be found in the schedule on GreatLakesCenter.com. Play resumes. Asics comes out with the first point, 12-10. IPV trying to regain that early momentum and that early focus. Lucas sets serve on over. It's kept alive by IPV. As now McClendon goes cross-court down off the tape with the kill. When your libero commits to going down to try to dig it like Abanasser did, sometimes once it hits the tape, there's nothing you can do. You don't count on that, and with that, it's a 3-point lead for Asics. Mistiming the quick one kill in the middle is number 50, Rachel Baylor. Point goes to Asics Kiva, 14-10, and another timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Team Down Wellness and our health tip for the week. If you want to learn about the health tip of the week, go to the homepage at sportstownchicago.com for more information. And just a little FYI, Dr. Pete lost 60 pounds since going on Team Dow's diet. Kyle Griffin, our wonderful APD, has lost around 40 pounds or more. And Curtis Sahi, the head of our video department, already lost 20 pounds only 2 weeks into the diet. It's incredible to watch them transform their lives and get everything back in order. Joe, how are the stats looking?
Asics, 5 kills in the game so far. 5
kills with 14 points. That's they're getting it done in other means.
A powerful player, Maya McClendon.
Lucas. Hop serve sends it on over the net. As Clark's going to push it over with 2 hands. A double hit called. Point goes over to Team Asics, 15-10. They're back on top by 5. Really starting to pull away here against IPV.
Double hits hurt you.
Lucas hop serve sends it on over. Dug out by Zoe, and it's sent in the back row. O'Connell able to get it up, and over is Lily. And a double hit again being called against IPV. Point to Asics, 16-10 your score. The officiating a little different at club than the high school. In high school, they'll hold up a lift or double hit first and then point to the side that gets the point. Here they point to the side that gets the point and then make the call. So it does throw you off a little bit when you're used to the different kind of officiating, but that's always going to happen. Quick one kill in the middle for number 10, Lauren Toweiler. 17-10. Asics really now starting to show why they are the number 1 overall seed. Lucas hop serve, sends it on over the net, played by Clark. Pass to the backside, falling away, but a good job getting it over by number 47 on IPV. McClendon down, dug out by Clark. McClendon now sending it. Backs it from Lucas, sending it down, getting the kill. Number 8, Caitlin Lilly for Team Asics, 18-10. Starting to show a lot of power out there. Lucas back to serve.
Very nice assist there. I believe it was McClendon. Great team play.
Hop serve sends it on over as it is run down and sent on over by Weber. Point's going to go to Asics, though, as the ball does then go out of bounds. 19-10 is your score. Lucas still holding serve for Asics Kiva. Hop serve over the net. Clark's going to send that off the wall above the Athletico banner. 20-10. Asics has doubled them up and really gone on an impressive run. We were knotted up at 10. So a 10-0 run. Or actually, I believe it's been a 13-0 run. They were down 3 at 10-7. And finally able to stop that run is number 47, Catherine Gilmore. IPV cuts it to single digits at 22-11. For those of you not able to see Court 2, if you're watching, that second game just ended in 3. 15-14 your score. Doesn't get more exciting than that. As Lucas keeps it alive, sent on over by Lily in the back row, getting the kill, number 50, Rachel Baylor, taking advantage of all 6 players being near the 10-foot line for Team Asics as 2 girls ran into each other. Anytime you have that kind of miscommunication on the court, your opponent will often, more times than not, take advantage. Lucas keeping it alive, cross-court shot for Lily, down, Lily killed, 21-12 your score. Asics continues to roll. Back to serve now is McClendon. Gets the official and serves it into the net. She was waiting an awfully long time after the whistle blew. You wonder if that was just trying to get focused or if she was having a hard time getting the timing down. Either way, though, point goes to IPV, 21-13 your score.
one of the few mistakes in the game so far she's made. Playing a great game.
Nicole Schlesser, excuse me. Set serve on over the net, played by O'Connell, the libero. Lucas, the decoy. And the slide spike. Lauren Toweiler with the kill. 22-13. Asics back on top by 9.
That's her third kill of the game.
They really spread the ball around. That's the other thing I noticed. As now from the outside, going cross court with it is Clark. Run down by Team Asics as Askin sends a cross court. Clark tries to push it over. It's blocked. It kept alive, though, by Team Asics. In the middle, trying to go for the quick one kill. Unable to do so. Number 25, Gabrielle Greenwald, is rejected by the net. And 24-14, IPV down by 8. Back to serve, number 50, Rachel Baylor. Set serve. Over the net. Played by Askin. Lucas setting it up. McClendon off the double block. Out of bounds. Tool kill to McClendon. 23-14. 2 points from taking this first set is Asics Kiva. Into the game and back to service number 17, Kaylin Grimes. Grimes set serve, gets the ace. 24-14, 10-point lead and set point for Asics Kiva. Grimes back to serve again. Hop serve, sends it on over the net, played by Clark. Libero passing it back to Clark, far side antenna, tips it to the middle. McClendon, great dive to keep it alive. Back set now as it is blocked, but Hewitt has a block, but she's going to get the tool kill as that goes out of bounds. Great agility to get out of the way as Hewitt now gets the serve, trailing 24-15.
Yeah. Good play.
Set serve gets the ace, 24-16. Right now, if you're IPV, it's all about building some momentum and gaining some confidence for the second set. Hewitt crouches over a little bit, focusing on who she's going to pick on with the serve. Set serve, floats it in the middle. Decoy, Lucas setting up, Askin down, Askin kill. And Asics Kiva is going to take the first one, 25-16 here on SportsTimeChicago.com. As with the first couple of matches, we'll keep it here. Joe, what do the numbers look like in that first set?
Asics, very powerful match. They're set there. Lauren Tutwiler had 3 kills. You also had Caitlin Lilly with 2. And then Maya McClendon pitched in 3 and a couple of blocks. And then Ashley Askin had a couple of kills. So they're very active and very powerful by the net. They're tough to stop. You got to block that. So figure out something. Double blocks or.
Now on IPV, who are the couple bright spots that maybe need to get, showed some promise that need to get more involved to help them overcome Asics?
Oh, Jennifer Hewitt played a nice set there with the kill and then an assist. You had Rachel Baylor also doing some great things around the net. With I believe she had one assist, and Zoe Weber had a nice kill. Caitlin Gilmore also had a kill. So they're holding their own up there too. What kills a couple of the teams here so far is those double hits. You got a
lot of double hits
on that. Yeah,
I've seen a bunch called, especially more, and maybe to this point, IPV. This is their second game in a row, so maybe fatigue causing them just to hit the ball just a little bit longer.
That could be, yeah.
Not get it on the fingertips, but maybe the palms. But for those of you wondering, the schedule coming up here on Court 1 here at the President's Day Challenge, Great Lakes Center in Aurora on SportsTimeChicago.com. The fourth game of the 17s, Team Uno will be taking on Pro Style Premier. For those of you wondering what would be on Court 2 for the fourth game, that would be Louisiana VB17 Jimmy. Yes, that is the actual name of the team. It's quite a mouthful. We'd probably just call him Louisiana or probably just Jimmy. They're taking on Munciana. We call Munciana 18s, both the Samurai and the Skyhawks. Both teams played quite well this morning. So that's what's coming up in the fourth games of the evening for the 17s. Looking ahead, though, on Court 1, Pro Style's got the fourth game. They also have the fifth game. IPV does get a rest, but they'll be playing right back in the fifth one. For Asics, they actually get to rest all the way until the last game, which is right now scheduled to start around 8. And you got to imagine Asics, it's got to be important for them to go to 2-0 because you got to wait around for a while. You could really get out of rhythm and come out slow if you're waiting around now a couple hours.
Yeah. Wait around. The coach, wonder what the coach wants. He wants to wait around or stay active. Rest could help some people, some athletes, others.
Well, it also does
keep playing.
It also does depend because each team at some point does have to do line official duty and essentially do everything from R2 to the line judges to retrieving some of the balls. And
okay.
Last year they actually put that on the schedule. Who was responsible for that? Well, you know what? Let me see. After this, Asics doesn't get to leave because they do have that duty. But in the 5th game, they have everything off, so you might see them get a chance to regroup, and that's I guess, why you're the 1 seed. You have time off, and the match before, you get to completely rest. Set 2 underway. Asics Kiva. O'Connell with the set serve goes on over. As Lucas tries to go with the one hand, left hand, not able to do so. McClendon with the block. But it goes back down on the side. She was leaning a little bit backwards, falls down on her own side. Point goes to IPV. They're on the board again first in this second set, but they're hoping for a different outcome. Trying to force it to 3. Back to serve will be Zoe Weber. Off the tip. She's going to get that one. 2-0 your score. Good start for IPV.
Yeah, it helps to get out of the gate quick. Take the momentum.
That it does.
Some great serving going on here.
Weber back to serve. Set serve sends it on over the net. Played by Asics, and that's going to be 4 hits called. Unable to get it on over the net is Tweiler. 3-0 IPV. Really trying to make a statement as in this early going. McClendon has to readjust her approach, able to get it on over. Trying to come on the outside. Clark has a blocked roof. Point goes to Asics, and the roof goes to Jessica Lucas, the setter. 3-1, Asics on the board.
That was great timing there. Very impressed with that play. Now she's serving.
Of course, she would be back to serve. Lucas, hop serve, sends it on over, played by the libero. Set now, near side antenna. Clark sends it into the wall. That roof goes to number 10, Lauren Tweiler. Excuse me. It drops down in front of Tweiler, and so the point goes to IPV. It's 4-1. She didn't close out in time. I couldn't tell what time that. But fell in front of her, and she caught it, so can't do that in volleyball. Getting the kill there for Asics on the cross-court shot. It rolled along the tape, dropped down. Kill goes to number 25, Gabrielle Greenwald. 4-2 your score. Back to serve is Maya McClendon. Hop serve sends it on over. And sent on over by the free ball hit by the setter, Florek. Florek again hits it over on the free ball. McClendon now up to Lucas and down with the kill, number 10, Tweiler.
Wow. There's aggressive. Here, take that.
That's punishing the floorboards. Each tile down there, that one might have a dent in it, need to be replaced. 4-3, Asics down by 1. McClendon, jump serve, sends it over. She's going to get the ace.
Nice serve.
As unable to handle it is Zoe Weber. Sends that one on to court 2. 4-4, knotted up, ends the second set. Back to serve now, McClendon. Hop serve, sends it in the back row. Hits Weber's leg. That might have been out of bounds, but you hit the player's leg. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Mr. Deeds when they're playing tennis, but
no.
Adam Sandler hits the ball, hits off one of the characters, and the guy's clearly out of bounds, but goes, if that hits you, is that my point or yours? And he goes, it's yours. He goes, well, then I'll just keep hitting you. Well, we are knotted up at 5.
I didn't see that. I'll have to watch that. Sounds good.
Here on set 1. As Hewitt with the set serve, McClendon plays it. Lucas and sending it down and inbounds is number 25, Greenwald. 6'5", Asics on top. It seems like IPV gets a little momentum, and then just like that, Asics can turn it on and really stop the momentum and get back on top.
They've got so many weapons. They're tough to stop. It really is.
As Weiler set serve. Lucas setting it up, and some miscommunication. You had Weiler bump into Askin. Askin went down even though the ball was meant for her, and good things are not going to happen when you have players running into each other, falling on the ground. So we are knotted up at 6. Set serve for Weber. Lucas in the middle. Point's going to go to Asics. Double hit called. Seemed like everyone stopped there for a second. They heard whistles. The call was a little delayed. Double hit called. Point to Asics Kiva. 7-6 up by 1. Back to serve. Kaylin Grimes. Hop serve. Sends it on over. Played by libero Weslow. As Lucas setting it up in the middle. That's a face shot. Wow. Number 11. Taylor Paulson hits Weslow in the face.
Earning your money out there. Wow.
Whoa. That looked like it hurt. Askin able to keep it alive at the net. Paulson keeps it alive and pushed over by number 17, Grimes. McClendon to Lucas. And Paulson, slide spike, sends it on over.
Nice dig.
McClendon passes it up to Lucas. Now far side, Askin down. Askin kill. Hits off of number 56, Julia Witowska. Goes off of her and out of bounds off the back wall. Timeout on the floor as Asics is up 9-6. This timeout brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. If you want to do what Joe and I are doing, broadcasting volleyball games, whether it's radio, TV, on the air, behind the scenes, check out beonair.com. Their one-year program will teach you everything you need to know on the air, behind the scenes, radio, TV, and now web design. If you are not from Illinois, let's say, you're from Kentucky, Asics fans, 3 campuses in the state of Ohio: Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati. And if you feel like going out west, we got a campus in Denver, so check it all out on beonair.com. Back to serve. Grimes, hop serve, sends it on over the net. A little bit of a miss hit. 2 players run into each other, but somehow IPV gets it over the net, keeps the rally alive. Askin down. Askin.
With enthusiasm. That's the way to add some energy to the game.
Wow. Just when you think you see hits that can't get any more powerful or faster, you do. Askin with probably the hardest hit we have seen all day. And it was more the speed than anything that stood out. 10-6, Asics up by 4. As O'Connell, the libero, to Askin, cross court, able to, that time, Weber didn't, she got out of the way. She didn't want that one to hit her face, and she kind of jumped and mishit the ball. Timeout taken by IPV, 11-6, Asics on top. This timeout brought to you by Vuli Lifestyle. Vuli, a proud sponsor of the 2011 Girls Illinois Volleyball All-Star Game. They had the Vuli Trendsetter of the match, where players would, instead of being an MVP, they were a Vuli Trendsetter. It's the latest trends, gears, fashion, everything volleyball related. Things you would want to wear off the court, coming to and from the facilities like here at Great Lakes. It is vuliboom.com for more information. 11-6 is your score. Asics trying to pull away, ended in straight sets in 2. And right now, if you're IPV, you're trying to do everything you can to scrap and claw. And if you can't force 3, it's all about points, because that's how the seeding works here in the President's Day Challenge. Point goes to Asics out of the timeout. 12-6, they've doubled it up. It's all about seeding. Pools 1 through 8 here, or I believe that they might use letters. I'm not 100%, but today it's all about just seedings coming in, and it's always hard to do is in this tournament we have teams from all across North America. 3 teams from Canada, teams from Texas, Florida, California. A lot of teams obviously from Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, but with all the teams here, it's hard to, the seedings do matter in terms of your schedule and things like that, but it is always hard to predict how good teams are when you're comparing over such a wide geographic location. So points matter in terms of what court you're seated on tomorrow, and that's what's really going to make your path to a championship or a trophy, top 4 finish, really matter is how many points you score, not just win or lose. Obviously, winning and losing
Yeah.
what you want to do, but you do want to get points if you're IPV to try to build on a better seed for tomorrow.
Great point.
As McClendon with the roof, doubling up now the score for Asics at 14-7. It reminds me kind of like World Cup seeding, where you got to win, but it's also how many goals did you give up or how many goals were against you, and that's kind of how the tournament works here in volleyball. Service error, it goes out the back by number 3, London Ackerman, 14-8.
14-8 here. Seeing some great volleyball here. Having some fun, too. See smiles on their faces out there.
That's always, when you see players having fun, it makes it that much more fun to broadcast, to be a part of, and to be here the hours, you really do have to have fun with the game. Lucas, cross-court set, McClendon down. Great dig by Weslow, the libero, to keep it alive. McClendon goes down again, and McClendon's going to eventually get the kill. I think it's only a matter of time before, if she keeps getting opportunities, they're going to drop down at some point.
It's about her 5th for the game, and with another, I'll say, 3 aces, too. And blocks, and roofs, yeah.
15-8.
Doing it all.
Asics Kiva. As that one goes out of bounds.
Nice kill.
Hewitt unable to get it in bounds. She was falling away a little bit off bounds.
Okay.
That one was just out of bounds. 16-8 your score. Asics Kiva on top by 8. O'Connell, the libero, sets serve. She gets the ace. 17-8. As O'Connell able to get that one through the back row, and just a miss hit for IPV. O'Connell sets serve, sends it on over. Hewitt tries to go cross court. McClendon keeps it alive. Lucas tries to go for the dump, and right there to play it is the libero. Hewitt goes down the line. Played by Ackerman, and Asics going to get the point on a lift called on IPV. 18-8. It's now a 10-point lead for Asics Kiva. As set serve by O'Connell. As now Hewitt tries to go into the double block. Lucas blocks it, has some help. As Grimes is going to pass it up. Going down, getting the kill. Number 10, Lauren Weiler, 19-8. The weapons just don't stop. They keep on coming for Asics.
That was a very nice assist there, too.
O'Connell back to serve.
Lauren T. Tutwiler.
The libero set serve. As Hewitt tries to go cross court. Returned by Ackerman, and
one out.
McClendon eventually, she had to miss at some point.
She's human.
She is human. She went down the sideline. I think had she gone cross court, she still would have. She hasn't mishit a ball cross court yet. That one she tried to go down the sideline. Missed. 19-9. Asics Kiva still up by 10. Back to serve number 23. Schlesser. McClendon down. McClendon kill on a cross court shot. I think she realized, you know what, enough with this. I'm going to just keep going back to what was working.
Nice assist there, Jessica Lucas.
Lucas has been all over the place in terms of assists, it seems like. 20-9 is your score. Lucas back. Set serve. She's going to get the ace. Ball's returned off the wall. 21-9, Asics Kiva. 4 points away from closing out their second victory of the day. Lucas, hop serve, sends it on over. As Hewitt sends a cross court, dug out by O'Connell. McClendon tip shot on over, it's returned. Hewitt setting up cross court, it's blocked at the net. To Weiler with the roof. Lucas right there with her, 22-9 your score. Lucas now, hop serve, sends it on over the net. Gets the point. IPV looked like they were still in a little bit of, I don't know if it was substitution or rotation or getting set, but Asics Kiva took advantage and gets the point, 23-9. Lucas, hop serve, sends it on over, set to the far side. Clark goes down the sideline. Lucas is there. Ackerman sends it up. McClendon tries to go cross court and cannot do so. Hits the tape, rolls down on Asics side. Point goes over to IPV, 23-10, trailing by 13. But they are double digit now in points. Back to serve number 50. The one and only Rachel Baylor gets it on over the net. Lucas setting it up. Decoy. McClendon down. McClendon catches the back line. Gets another kill. 24-10. McClendon really being there's been a lot of standouts on this team, but I think so far she's been the best all-around player for Asics Kiva.
Lucas to McClendon here.
That's a 1-2
Lucas
punch.
3 assists here in this set.
As McClendon now passes across court, you're going to have the libero O'Connell overhand hit. Ball comes flying onto the court, and we're going to redo it. When I first saw the official call for a jump ball, I was very confused, thinking I was watching the wrong sport. But 2 thumbs up like a jump ball in basketball does mean redo, and so we're going to redo it. McClendon serves, sends it on over the net. As Lucas now sending it up to the far side, asking kill for Team Asics, and that's going to put it away 25-10 in dominating fashion in that second set. Asics Kiva goes to 2-0 in the first day in their pool, as IPV unable to force it to 3. Each team's going to have one more game on court 1. We'll be back in just a little bit. It looks like we might be back on court 1 for the 4th game. Team Uno, girls 17 elite, taking on Pro Style Premier. Right now on court 2, just to fill you in, Dead Frogs back in action against the Rolling Thunder, or our Thunder. 17 white, as it looks like Dead Frogs up by 5 after I believe they won their first game of the day. We'll know in just a second for sure. Yep, Dead Frogs remaining on top. They are the 2 seed in the overall tournament, but we'll be back in just a little bit. On behalf of Joe Freddo, I'm Alex Cicero, and Game 4 action of the 17s, Day 1, coming up in just a little bit here on SportsTownChicago.com. We're in a league of our own.
News and action. Tune in to SportsTownChicago.com on Thursdays to catch Sports Central from 2 to 3